I'm Steve Storm, and this is YTWF News. In the past week, it was a series of grudge matches, among other things, which caused quite a fervor. But here is what happened at Show 16. First off was Tina Marie taking on the One-Eyed Monster, which will be a focus of the rest of the show, news show. But they're the One-Eyed Monster, accompanied by Lady Boner, of course. But Tina Marie, showing her fortitude and being able to suck it up, took on the One-Eyed Monster with all the womanly fire she could possibly muster up. And the One-Eyed Monster was left limp in the end. And for a count of 1, 2, 3, she was victorious. And then Baby J from TikTok would be taking on Dewdrop in an Extreme Rules grudge match. After the last match, she lost, but took a little revenge. As you can see, hardware everywhere, tables, chairs, and kendo sticks, but Baby J wrapped her up upside down and then made her actually submit. And so Dewdrop fell victim to Baby J's rage. And Baby J would be victorious to move on to the Battle Royal this coming show. And Victim by Rage, willing to face Bosty yet again in a grudge match. He beat Bosty in the last one. Bosty, in a backdrop. Victim by Rage, so full of himself, but kind of lost track and got, drop kicked. And sweet broken teeth music coming up. And a running kick to the face. 1, 2, 3. And that was all she wrote. And Bosty got sweet revenge with his sweet broken teeth music on Victim by Rage. And then Gavi Knots going for a second time against Uncle from Hell in an Extreme Rules match with some tweaked moves. Would this be the key to success? Gavi Knots, with his testament to his friend, as you can see. His friend fallen from some time ago. And Uncle from Hell, he came with barrels loaded. He always has something surprising and shocking for us. And see that. Uncle from Hell, getting a lot thrown at him. Gavi Knots, full of energy. Uncle from Hell may have just met his match with this new tweaked version of Gav, but no, he would not go right away. Perhaps at all. Uncle from Hell turned it around, lifted him up, and then Nam Slam right there. 1, 2, 3, and Gavi Knots would fall victim in defeat to Uncle from Hell. But he did put up quite a fight. And then, in a bit of a grudge match, Rugged Rebel and the Interversal Champion, the one taking on New Day. And Rugged coming up with some moves that we have hardly ever seen him use before. And 1, 2, 3, and LS would be victorious against New Day in their bout of revenge. And then, as requested, Jody Kidd put up Sinful One against the YTWF champion, Creeper. Who would be victorious in this dark match, if you will? He picked him up, wrapped him up, smothered him. Sinful One was paying for his sins. And although he wouldn't give up, he was drained of all his energy, and Creeper would go for the 1, 2, 3. And Creeper was victorious. Now, as for show 17, well, actually, because of the match with Tina Marie, the network had this to say.
To the honor of YTWF, are you out of your mind? Is this your idea of professional fed content? We can't even repeat the name, but Tina was its opponent. Refrain from using these profanities or we will be forced to pay a visit, issue fines, and possibly further extremities. Otherwise you are following guidelines, but the use of vulgarity, even without expletives, is not advised. Sincerely, the network underlooking malevolent activity.
But Britwigger not caving to pressure from the network, whoever they may be, although there are theories rolling around. We have One-Eyed Monster taking on Damian Cross in the main event of show 17, which they're tentatively calling From F&A to Z. In other matches, Victor of My Rage is taking on The Sinful One. Overall Zed will be taking on Bloka. Kavai Knots will be taking on Bostio. Sort of Boston fans take on Fabio. A new facet, if you will. Rugged Rebel will be taking on the ominous Scott Adams. And in a battle royal to vie for a shot at Tina Marie's Women's Championship, Baby J, Charade from the Pressures of Jody Kidd's clan. Another One-Eyed Monster, Clorinda, and Southern Heart. The winner of this battle royal will be facing Tina Marie at show 18 for her women's title. Now, as an editorial, I don't know how this is going to go because One-Eyed Monster was enough to make the network go berserk. And we have 2 matches coming up covering all the genders. And the network is sounding like they might have something behind their threats. But that's just my take on it. I'm not worried about it. I'll find other work. But Britwigger, you might want to be careful what you put out there. It causes a little bit of a stank. But anyway, tune in this Friday for show 17. It's going to be quite difficult not to watch. And yet, you want to keep one eye open at all times when it comes to the network. This is Steve Storm saying, keep your grudges to a minimum, keep one eye open, and keep your mind open.